America's morning sweethearts face their toughest moment yet. For years, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been the bright, beating heart of America's mornings. Their laughter, playful banter, and undeniable chemistry have turned Live with Kelly and Mark into a cozy, familiar ritual for millions of viewers. Every morning felt like being invited into their living room. Lighthearted jokes, funny family stories, and that magnetic charm that only they could deliver. But behind the smiles and the effortless sparkle, something deeper has been unfolding. Something raw, emotional, and heartbreakingly human. What looked like just another day in front of the cameras soon revealed a private struggle that even the most loyal fans didn't see coming. The exhaustion no one saw coming. At first, it seemed like simple exhaustion, just the kind that comes from juggling long filming days, press events, and family life. Kelly has always been known for her incredible energy and fierce professionalism. She's the type who shows up no matter what. Sick, tired, overwhelmed, she always pushes through with a smile. But those close to her began to notice subtle changes. The laughter was still there, but her eyes seemed a little dimmer. The spark that defined her began to flicker. She was just running on fumes, one insider shared. Kelly's the kind of person who doesn't know how to slow down. She gives and gives until there's nothing left. Mark, ever the devoted husband, noticed too. On set, he quietly began stepping in more, guiding conversations, handling longer segments, making sure Kelly had room to breathe. During commercial breaks, he'd glance over to check on her, that protective concern written all over his face. Then came the day that changed everything. It was supposed to be a joyful episode, celebrating another anniversary of Live with Kelly. Balloons, laughter, a nostalgic montage of their best moments. But when it came time for Kelly to speak, something unexpected happened. She began talking about gratitude, how much the show, the fans, and her family meant to her. Her voice was steady at first, full of that familiar warmth. But halfway through, it began to tremble. Her hand tightened around her cue cards, her lip quivered, and suddenly the entire room shifted. "I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this," she whispered. The studio fell silent. The audience stopped breathing. Mark turned toward her instantly, reaching for her hand, his eyes filled with worry and love. It was a moment so real, so human, that it felt like the entire world stopped for just a second. Kelly wasn't just tired. She was emotionally and physically drained after years of carrying the weight of perfection. The constant expectations, the unending pressure to always be on, had finally taken their toll. A quiet moment behind the cameras. After filming wrapped, the couple stayed behind on set. Witnesses say Mark gently pulled Kelly into his arms, whispering to her that she didn't need to do this alone anymore. It wasn't the co-host comforting his partner, it was the husband comforting his wife, the man who's seen her at her strongest and her most vulnerable. Sources close to the couple later revealed that Kelly had been advised by doctors to rest and scale back her demanding schedule. Her fatigue wasn't just about being tired, it was the result of stress-related health challenges that had quietly been building for months. Still, true to her nature, Kelly resisted. She's a fighter, through and through. She feels like if she slows down, she's letting people down. That's who she is. She gives everything to everyone else. But even the strongest hearts need to rest. Mark, her rock through it all. If there's one constant in Kelly's world, it's Mark. Those close to the couple say he's stepped up in ways few people ever see. He's been managing the household, rearranging his own work schedule, and making sure that Kelly never feels like she's facing any of this alone. Mark's her anchor, said another insider. When she breaks, he's the one who helps her rebuild. It's a side of their marriage that fans rarely get to see. Beyond the jokes, beyond the red carpets, it's real love. Quiet, steady, and unwavering. Mark has always spoken openly about how much Kelly means to him. Over the years, he's praised her strength, her resilience, and her ability to hold everything together. But now, it's his turn to do the same for her, to be the shoulder she can lean on when the cameras stop rolling. A new chapter of healing. Recently, Kelly has been focusing on recovery and balance. She's been spending more quiet time at home, surrounded by her family. Her once fast-paced social media posts have softened, less glitz, more heart, thoughtful reflections, candid photos, and messages that show a woman learning how to rest without guilt. And fans have noticed. The messages pouring in online have been nothing short of beautiful. Thousands of people sending prayers, encouragement, and love to a woman who has brought them joy for decades. Insiders say this isn't the end for Kelly and Mark, it's the beginning of something new, a slower, gentler chapter. Kelly's learning that stepping back isn't weakness, it's wisdom, and Mark's right there beside her, reminding her that she doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. Because real love doesn't demand perfection. It offers presence. That quiet, emotional on-air moment between them, Mark's hand over his, the unspoken love in his eyes, wasn't just television. It was a reminder that even in the glitter of fame, real life happens. Stress, exhaustion, and fear don't disappear just because you're in front of a camera. Kelly and Mark showed the world that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. They reminded us that behind the smiles and perfect lighting, they're just two people trying to hold each other up day by day. Fans have called them America's morning sweethearts for years, and it's easy to see why. Their connection is genuine, their love tested but unbroken, and through this difficult season, they've shown that what truly matters isn't ratings or red carpets. It's about showing up for the person you love when the lights go out. A message from the heart. As Kelly continues to heal and rediscover her balance, one thing's for sure: she's not alone. She's surrounded by love, from her family, her fans, and from Mark, who's proven time and again that the truest kind of partnership isn't built in front of cameras, but behind them. So, if you've ever admired Kelly for her energy, her humor, or her heart, take a moment to send her your positive thoughts. Because even the strongest souls need a reminder sometimes that it's okay to rest, to breathe, and to simply be. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos' story isn't just about fame or success. It's about resilience, devotion, and the quiet beauty of standing by someone when life feels heavy. Because at the end of the day, love isn't about performing. It's about presence.